Romania, in Europe. I hope everyone is doing well. It's a very special occasion for me today, too, and I will tell you for two different reasons. The first one that I don't think you guys know, but today, me and my husband, we celebrate 19 years since we first started to date each other. And then, secondly, I have such a special guest today. I'm talking about my guest, Diana Mereu. She's coming live from Romania, from Bucharest, Romania. She's 7 hours away from us, but she made some time and she came live with us today because I invited her to talk with us about her new book. I presented a book a few days ago. So it's about on the lookout for the better half. Um, and this book is so different. And you'll see more probably in this slide what I'm talking about because Diana will have a chance to speak about her book, and then I'll give you my feedback as well. So yes, let's start it. As I said, it's very early in Canada, so if you want, you can enjoy your coffee or your tea with us. Just relax for the next 20-30 minutes with us, and I guarantee you're gonna have such a good time. Diana, thank you so much for joining me today. How are you doing?
Very good. Thank you so much for having me. And I think I should start by saying happy celebration, happy anniversary. So it's so nice to be here on such a nice occasion for you and to be able to tell you, not necessarily in person, but sort of personal
It
this
feels like it's a person, yes.
interaction. So
Mhm.
if in Canada or in the States, it's like early hour on a Sunday morning, people having their coffees. Here in Europe and more specifically in Romania, it's already like 5. Some people already go to an early dinner maybe, so they can enjoy, let's say, not necessarily a cup of coffee, but a glass of wine if they drink. So
Exactly.
that's perfect.
Exactly. I just want to share something with you that I've known Diana since she was a little girl. If I'm not mistaken, I think she was only like 11 years old. Diana, do you remember? I
Yeah,
think she was
I
like
mean,
11 years old. And then, with the years, like I followed Diana, and she's such like talented, and I don't even know, like I want you to talk because it's not only about the book, right? Like you've accomplished so many things in your life already, and I'm very proud, and I'm so impressed by you, that I want you to share with us everything. So let's start. Can you tell us about yourself, Diana?
sure. Yeah, we do have a history together, and I'm super happy. I think I'm even more I don't know, anxious a little bit for having this interview with you because I mean, we have
After
like,
so many years.
yeah, exactly. We know each other uh, like personally, so we go like a long way together. We have like a family connection in a way. So yeah, and thank you so much for your kind words. And to be honest, I mean, it's this is a reciprocated feeling. The admiration, it goes both ways. So yeah, I mean, it's been a journey for me. That's true. I'm a pharmacist by profession, but I would like to call myself a life changer by choice. And for the past decade, I have held various leadership positions in the healthcare industry, in the pharmaceutical field, and afterwards in the consumer health area. I still am. I am working in the healthcare industry. So now I think the one role that I think it's more relevant for the conversation that we have this morning or this evening is a writer, born Romanian, writing lyrics in English. In a way, to be honest about it, I think it's uh, a good way for me to disguise vulnerability as humor. as we will get later to discuss a little bit of the book. And I think this, what happened to me lately, discovering this creativity and getting to explore my inner creativity more, which I do hope it's reflected in my debut book. Um, in a way, it got me closer to who I am as a woman, because I get to disclose a part of my soul while creating a manifest on self love. What else? I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not that much of a person that talks that I mean about herself. So, and the fact that I have had checked in a way a lot of things professionally, I have to go back a little bit to remind myself of them and in a way acknowledge them. So, I'm also a recently accredited coach. I dedicate myself to advancing people's journeys from functional to fantastical, and I use mindset pivot techniques to do so. And on the bright side of the story is that when I'm not working or when I'm not writing, I recharge myself by traveling the world, by discovering new cultures, and lately by catching green waves because I have discovered surf as a passion of mine, and I'm not willing to let go of it very soon. So yeah, I think that would be that would be it.
That is so interesting. And now going back to your book, so your educational background and everything is not related at all to this. So how did this book come up? Like how what's your inspiration for this? I mean, I think I know what's your inspiration because I read your book. But like, can you tell us how did this story started for you?
Yeah, I think that's the right word that he used, journey, because it's been a journey, and also the book in itself, on the lookout for the better half, is an invitation for a mindful journey, actually, towards the authentic self through the lenses of romantic relationships. I mean, we can disclose now to your audience a little bit what it is about. And the title in itself, On the Lookout, is about the search, because we are so longing to look for something or for someone out there without necessarily knowing or just discovering at a later stage that whatever we are on the lookout for is to be found within ourselves.
Correct.
uh, I don't know if I'm talking only about myself here, but
No,
um,
you.
yeah. So, in a way, that's what I try to reflect in the book as well. I started journaling in rhymes like 5 or 6 years ago. So, this book started as a journaling exercise, in fact, about life, about experiences, about romance, but it continued while I grew up as a person, as an introspection exercise. And it ended as an emotional catharsis, if I am to put it like that. So yeah, I mean, that is the book about like the turbulence of the youth while giving an insight into the stability of adulthood. Uh, and I do hope it manages to combine pretty well the romantic sarcasm of the poems with the pragmatic approach of today's reflections.
It does. It does. And I have to say that why I said it's different because it's different from any book that I read. Like, I like the artwork, I like the whole concept of this book. Can you tell me? Because I was impressed when I read who did the concept for the book because I know this person as well.
Wow! Wow, we should have had her on the call today. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, next time for sure. So, yeah, like this is so like so different, and um, I would say it's so fresh, it's so young, but in the same time, I think it's like it can be read with like pleasure for by any age or any like doesn't matter the gender, the age. It's very very fresh. That I would say it's a very very fresh read. Like you can if you wanna. As I say, just enjoy like a couple minutes, then you get your book and you read it. And I personally, like, I feel like energized, I feel happier, I smile when I read it. You know what I mean? Like, it's very, very nice, like the whole concept. So, was this your idea? Or, as I said, was Sabina's concept?
Yeah, so the idea is the following, and thank you so much for your kind words about it, because I think this is something that I got from my readers recently as well, having it some sort of a fresh vibe. So yeah, it came across like that, like being fresh, like being motivational, like being captivating. So um, I think it's a book for all ages, as you said, because at every stage of our life we cross different moments, or we transition different stages. So I think the book is relevant for this kind of transitions in one's life, because it makes you go much more within. And so, to talk a little bit broadly about the concept, it is indeed a poetry book. So it is a style that, for me, it detached itself from other styles, because I found it like more personal, more profound, and more balanced. But once I was discussing this indeed with Sabina, who is behind the concept in itself. We were thinking how to bring it much more into the spotlight of today's needs of people, not necessarily being confronted with the pandemic, but being confronted with real life issues. So this is how the pragmatism approach came into place, and how it got embedded due to my coaching experience, in a way, in the book. So in the end, I do hope it became a tool, actually, for the one who reads, and some sort of a guide towards the discovery of the authentic self, which I do hope it will help people move towards inner attention, rather than outside focus, as most of the times we're being used to.
I have a question. Do you have a favorite poem in your book?
Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult.
Hard, yes. I think they're all your favorites, of course.
Yeah, it is very difficult. I mean, if I am to pick one, it would be one. It would be the one that ends the book, in a way, because it kind of makes the transition from everything that happened to what is coming next, which is unknown, unexpected, unclear, but yet it does leave room for you to have this kind of, I don't know, desire or willingness to read more, to explore more, to discover more. So if I am to name one, that would be my favorite. But again, I find many other poems in the book which leave a lot of room for self-reflection and for introspection. There is another one which I very much like, and if we have time, we can also.
That was my thing. So if you wanna give us, yes, do you wanna give us a read, or do you wanna recite it, whatever you think it's working
Yeah,
for you?
sure. I think we could give it a read. Yeah,
Sure.
okay. Let
So
me see.
which one did you pick?
Because I mentioned now the time stoppers. Let me find that one. You have the book as well, Lumi, right?
Yes, 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 yes. So just tell me the page.
So this is page 66.
Yes, I'm very proud of my book. This came overseas, and I'm very, very proud. And I have your, I'll show here. I have your autograph here. I'm so, so happy to have this.
Yeah, I mean, the book crossed the ocean literally
Yep.
because Lumi wanted it so bad. And I mean, it was really, I think the gift was not necessarily towards you, but towards me as a writer. For you, somebody whom I know and admire so much would want the book to have it like in their hands. So yeah, it made me a huge pleasure to send it over.
And for me, it's very precious, so I'm very happy to have it. Okay, so you want to read us Time Stoppers?
Sure,
Okay.
we can go for that one. Time stoppers. This is actually a poem in the second half of the book because the book is split into two chapters. The first one is about the others, and I say it and I will repeat myself, but it's some sort of a definition that I hold dear to myself when it comes to that. For me, the others meaning spreading oneself too thin, and then the second chapter, it's about the one, and it's about that kind of transformative experience in one's life that comes with commitment, and that comes with um, different kind of feelings, much more deep, much more honest. So this is a poem which finds itself in the second chapter of the book, the one, Time Stoppers. It took him more than 1 year to hit on someone he was to hold dear. It took me less than 1 second. You're kind of cute, I have to reckon. Biggest enemy, I tend to say, is time that seems to slip away. If we could hold it still a bit, we'd be such a big hit. If we could hold it even longer, we'd grow into something stronger. Either way, time will not stay, and each will go a different way.
Very nice. Very, very nice. And I want to show, because as I said, why I think your book is different, right?
And
Because, yeah, we have
yeah,
the poem, and then we have this on the second page, which is kind of like, I would say in this case, it's your reflection, right? Like that's how I see it. Like you
yes,
always have your poem, then you have your reflection, and I
yes.
do love that. Honestly, I think they complement so well together. I just want to see. Look, another thing that I find it so cool. Like, look what you have. Um, yeah, like the whole graphic, like the artwork is just amazing, and as I said, this is such a like a fresh read. Um, I wonder what else I want because I think I saw something that I like. Yeah, look here. See, this is just a tease. Like, if you really want to have the book, or you can leave a comment, or you can private message me, or even Diana, and then she will make sure that you have your own copy, and even better with with Diana's autograph. So that's actually amazing. So Diana, so now I see that what we can do, right? I mean, a new thing that we can do. What are your plans? Like, what are you planning? What new adventure like you wanna go on? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's always an adventure, and I think the book, in a way, it is not only a tool for self discovery, but also like a tool from which many other activities can be depicted from. It is because you mentioned people being able to getting a copy of it. Now that I know how this thing with sending the books over the ocean works, now it's getting even easier for me to do so. But the book is even officially available on Amazon, and it's available in Kindle and paperback and hardcover format. And last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago, I finished recording the audiobook as well. So that will soon be available. So whatever the format of your choice, you can find it there, under the book's name, on the lookout, or under the author's name, my name. So yeah, whoever wants to take a chance at ordering it, they can find it there. And especially, I think, with the holiday season coming soon, it can also make for a great gift. What else about projects? Yeah, I have recently actually partnered with Love Yourself Project. This is like an international organization, and we are developing workshops and articles around main themes that find themselves in the book. And what else? Yeah, I have also recently started a book clubbing series of 40 recorded events that shall be watched on a weekly basis on my YouTube channel. And that as well covers topics that find themselves in a book, such as mindset shift, or healthy relationships, or personal transformation. So, as I said, the book just became a self-discovery tool, and this kind of messages can be depicted in different ways. Either if you are like you like to read it, or either if you want to listen to it, or either you are like more of a poetry kind of person, or much more of an introspective kind of person. I think you can find them all in this.
Any other books though in the making?
Yeah, this is such a close project to my heart, and yeah, I mean, I still have journals that I keep on jot down my own feelings and my own reflections. So for sure that whatever comes next, you'll be among the first to know that for sure. But in a way, it would much more be about the self rather than the others, because even this book, it is a reflection of the self through the lenses of the relationships that I experienced, or that I experimented in a way with. But for sure, my transformation as a person and as a woman brought me closer to who I am today. And if there will be a sequel, let's put it like that, it would be much more closer to whom I became.
That is very nice, and I'm so interested. Like, I can't wait if something like that will see the light. I can't wait to know to see it and have it. Um, any other projects for this year, or let's okay, not necessarily like like work projects. How about like personal projects? Any plans for the holidays?
I think for me, personal and professional have always went hand in hand. So for me, the article work and the workshops that I'm doing, they are not at all conveyed as work, but as part of I don't know, putting in a way myself out there, for me to grow and for others to learn from. So it's some sort of a personal project as well. But apart from that, I mean, holidays have always been, and I think because we've spent some of them together back in the past, it's always been about family. So yeah, that's family for me. It's the closest thing to holidays, and yeah, that's with whom and where I will spend it with. So yeah, I mean, that would be mostly it. I don't know about New Year's Eve. That comes with a surprise most of the times, but at least holidays, I know it's family and traditions, and yeah, it's getting all of us together around the same table.
Indeed. So we're getting close to our life today. Is anything that you want to add? Is anything that you like to leave the public with? With something in mind.
Well, actually, I think I would like to ask you that question. So to put the spotlight back on you, but rather for you because as you mentioned, you had the chance in a way to go through the lines of the book to just leave the audience and those who are listening or watching now with some sort of an insight about the book.
Yeah, so as I said, like for me, like I discovered a very, very fresh book that it's such an easy read, but in the same time it's so complex. Like exactly what you said, it leaves so much room for reflections, for introspection, and that's what I liked. And exactly what you said. So I personally didn't have any. Many relationships. I only had one, and I just mentioned it now for the past 19 years. But I couldn't say that I didn't read it with pleasure. And I couldn't say that I didn't actually recognize the patterns. So yes, for me, as I said, for me, I think for me, if you want to, like the word for this book would be fresh read. That this is how I see it. This is how I recommend it. All the way, as I said, from the poems, from the lyrics, from the concept, from the artwork, everything in this book. It's such a nice. I don't know what to say. Like it's a great energy, great vibe. I don't want to say that I'm not, and I'm not a critic. Like and I don't have any background in this. I recently started to write some
Yeah.
poems, but I don't have anything broken. That's just my feelings, put in, on Facebook, but I don't even have, because I don't have time for me. Just like when I get inspiration, if I have the phone, I just write it there, so I have it at least somewhere. That's what I'm saying. So I don't think I'm the best person to talk about your book. I can only say my personal opinion, and that's it. And just because I love art in all the forms and shapes, I can tell you that this is a good book to have it.
Thank you so much. And also, like, congratulations on you starting on writing and putting your thoughts out there. I learned about it recently in one of your latest videos or lives that you did. So I was super happy to see a fellow artist and having now the opportunity to talk to you. It was like even better. So thank you so much for giving me
Thank
this.
you, Diana. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best. I wish you inspiration. I wish you health. And I wish you to be able to meet the right people that they can support you in your in your endeavors, whatever you want to accomplish, because sometimes the talent is not enough. You need to have the right people to steer it to the right direction, right? So I can't wait to see you in the years to come, to see you as an accomplished writer and whatever you put your mind to. Because as I said, you're such talent, and like your personality is so complex. Like from the businesswoman, from that, like a coach, a life coach, whatever you name it, you can do everything. So I can't wait to see what the years to come they have, for you and for your family, for your friends. And this is a good idea. Maybe next time we can plan another interview, and we can invite your cousin and yeah, my kind of like relative, Sabina. I could not wait to see her as well, because honestly, I don't know what she's doing. I am in contact with you, but with Sabina, I lost contact like many years ago. So if you can say hi to your family from me,
Sure.
this is such a
Likewise.
this was such a pleasure, and I can't wait to have another life soon.
Thank you so much, Lumi. Thank you for having me.
Thank you
Have
so much,
a very
friends.
nice and happy celebration.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, my regards to the whole family. Bye.
Same. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful Sunday and a good week ahead. Thank you. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. I love you. Bye.